have to protect the professor. For Captain Gerald.
Aww.
I'm not going anywhere. Because of the Empire, my little Siths can't live in peace.
We can't leave the future of Fodlan to others. I'm sure that everyone here feels the same.
The Knights of Seros are prepared to keep fighting the Empire until we rescue Lady Rhea.
I feel the same as the Knights. I've got to rescue Lady Rhea no matter what.
So, what? We're all supposed to take turns saying we'll do our best until the very end? And what about you, Marianne? What will you do? I'll fight too.
Damn.
Fine. Fine. I suppose I'll tag along too. Until the bitter end.
It's an honor to keep fighting alongside such stalwart allies. Right, Teach?
I expect nothing less from my student.
Hey now, when you put it that way, it almost sounds like you're just praising yourself. Alright. Now that I know where each of you stands, I'm going to return to Alliance territory for a while. I intend to report this victory to the Alliance Lords and draw out even more support from them. Our next battle will be even more challenging, so brace yourselves for that.
I should write to my brother. He'll want to hear about our victory.
Your brother, Lord Holst? How is he these days?
Oh, he's doing great. I even got a letter from him before the last battle. He wanted to come and join our fight too.
What's this? Lord Holst come here? That would be a most reassuring development.
Sadly, it sounds like my father was against the idea. They want him to stay in case they need to fight the Almirans.
Their logic is sound, though it is vexing that the Alliance's greatest general cannot join us on the front lines.
We should be glad that Holst is staying behind. Almira aside, there's also no guarantee that the Imperial forces won't try to launch a surprise attack from the Old Kingdom territory.
If you have something you need to talk to my brother about, I'd be happy to send a letter.
No, that's okay. I'm just glad to hear he's doing well. Please send him my regards.
Alright, I think it's time to stop. So, I will see you guys next time, which is probably not going to be for a while, for more Fire Emblem 3 Houses, the Golden Deer. Bye. Hey guys, it's time to record more of this game. I haven't recorded it in a while.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Heartstring Moon. The Golden Scheme. Lord leverages his victory at the Battle of Granda to secure reinforcements from Alliance Lords. Meanwhile, the Imperial Army continues to tighten its defenses at Fort Merceus in anticipation of an attack on the Imperial capital.
Our objective is Embar, the Imperial capital, but our greatest obstacle lies before that.
And what's that?
Fort Merceus. If we can't pass through, we won't be able to reach Embar.
Fort Merceus, the impregnable fortress, or so it's called.
If I recall correctly, it's sometimes referred to as the Stubborn Old General.
It is a massive fortress that was constructed to protect the Imperial capital.
The Imperial army we defeated has withdrawn to Embar. Fort Merceus should be short on soldiers for now.
We should attack quickly. We should be careful.
It would be best to take it before enemy reinforcements arrive. Still, there's a reason it's been called impregnable. The only real question is what our fearless leader intends to do.
There he is.
Sorry for the delay, everyone. Those mewling lords kept me from leaving for quite some time.
So, were you able to secure additional reinforcements?
And it's gonna have to wait until next month. It doesn't look like they can afford to keep supporting us at present.
Then what should we do about Fort Mercius? Do you plan on waiting around?
No, if we wait until next month, the enemy will have bolstered their defenses. That said, the prevailing theory is that you need triple your enemy's forces to take a fortress with a frontal assault.
Right. That's what we were taught at the academy. And this is Fort Mercius we're talking about. It's renowned for its strong defenses.
Our current army isn't nearly strong enough. What to do?
Whatever you do, just don't ask us to scale those huge walls. We'd end up dead when they hurl rocks down at us.
Yeah, no thanks. If only someone would open up the gates for us from the inside.
Unfortunately, we don't have any spies in there. Wait a minute. I've got it. We sneak in, stir up confusion, and open the gates ourselves to let our allies in.
Right, that's what I was saying all along.
Right, nice one, Hilda. But how do you propose we go about sneaking in?
Disguises? If we dress up like Imperial soldiers, maybe they'll think we're allies and let us in. Do you really think they'd just open the gates for us? I'd be pretty dumbfounded if that worked.
No, she's on to something. It's a good idea, Hilda. We just need to refine it a bit, and we'll be in there before we know it.
Really? Go me!
What is your definition of refining the idea? I know your go-to strategy is nausea-inducing poison, but...
Oh, I maybe ate too much. My stomach hurts.
Raphael, why are you eating meat during a war council?
So, fearless leader, I'm guessing you're going to keep the crucial parts of your scheme under wraps until the time comes, aren't you?
You know me so well, Judith. Whether we like it or not, this war puts a damper on all of our spirits. What's wrong with trying to have a little fun every now and again? Just leave the details to me.
Sunday. Certification. I'd be dumbfounded if that actually works. Anyway. Damn, most of these guys really need freaking leveling up. Sure. Hold on. Gather requested resources. Weeds and Albarian berries. Okay. Support. Claude with... You missed the opportunity to deepen this bond. Really?
Strategically speaking, if I poised an archer to lie in wait here, and then lured the enemy in over here...
Lysithia, are you up late studying again?
I am, but I don't see how it's any of your business.
Damn.
You don't need to work yourself so hard. You're already as skilled as they come. There aren't many people out there who can match you. Everyone knows that.
I apologize for my sharpness. I just feel pressured.
Why would you, of all people, feel pressured?
I place a lot of personal pressure on myself. I need to become as strong as possible to put my parents at ease.
When I met with Count Ardelia before, he said you were his pride and joy. But he also said his only concern was that you might be pushing yourself too hard. If you really want to make your parents happy, surely you should start by taking care of yourself.
That's true.
Then it's settled. Get some rest. Save your energy for tomorrow's battle.
You really are very mature, Claude, despite the impression you give off. And I clearly have plenty of growing to do. I probably don't have much room to come down on you for harping on me.
Oh, really? Does that mean you won't get mad if I treat you like a child from now on?
That is absolutely not what I said. Just having you finally earned a small degree of respect from me, too.
Hey, just think about it for a second. You're the only one in the world I treat like this. That means you're a pretty special person to me.
You think I'm special?
Take it however you like. Or maybe the thought is too much for a kiddo like you.
Oh, he's such a jerk.
How dare you?
Yeah, don't do anything you might regret. I don't want to be turned to dust.
I'm feeling generous, so I'll let you off easy this one time.
Haha.
Well, that's good of you. All joking aside, go get yourself some shut-eye, okay? After all, if you don't hurry up, the boogeyman might come out and eat you.
Right, buddy, you asked for it.
Alright, Yep. Okay, hold on.
I feel like I'm drowning in responsibilities. Claude, take my mind off it all. Regale me with another of your weird childhood stories.
Okay, then. How about an old story from a foreign land that my dad told me when I was a kid? Once upon a time, there was a white camel that got separated from his herd.
And she's asleep.
I'm so happy for that white camel. I really thought he was gonna die.
Stop crying.
That story really worth bawling your eyes out over?
It was wonderful. Don't you know how moving that story is?
You know, I never thought much of it until today. But seeing you bawling like that, I do appreciate it a little more now.
What's that mean?
Well, you're always fake crying, aren't you? Getting all misty-eyed to make people think you're a delicate flower.
What? You're awful. I only cry when I'm sad.
Claim what you like, but I can spot real tears from fake tears any day of the week. That's up.
If you understand me so well, maybe it's because you're no different.
How's that?
When you smile or laugh, it's not sincere. I can tell. I've only seen you genuinely smile a handful of times. Like when you're talking to the professor.
Wow, good one, Hilda. You hit me right in the gut. I guess you're right. I'm not so different from you in that way. But how did you come to realize that? Have you been watching me that closely?
I'm afraid so. My eyes seem to wander toward you of their own accord. What? Hold on. Forget I said that. I didn't say that.
Nope, no can do. Forgetting isn't something this crafty brain of mine is capable of. Besides, my eyes have a tendency to wander in your direction too. How else do you think I found out about your fake crying?
Huh? What are you getting at?
Say, Hilda, once everything's settled down, do you want to come meet my parents?
Whoa!
Wrong idea, you just seem interested in my family. Besides, you've opened up to me quite a bit, but I still haven't let you in on my own secrets. If you meet my parents, I think you'll understand, though it might come as a bit of a surprise.
Your family? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious.
Well then, if neither of us changes our minds before the opportunity presents itself, let's agree to go visit my home together.
Aww.
Although, if it's a long journey, my brother might not be too happy.
True, that might be a tough nut to crack. As tough as Fodlan's locket.
Hey. Oh, another one. Schmear.
Do you remember this place? This is where your dagger almost took my nose off.
I guess. The poisonous spider.
You really scared me senseless back then. I thought I was about to die.
I would not take a life without reason.
Ever since then, I've been intrigued by you. Somehow, I keep returning to this spot.
For a nap, I'm sure.
You see right through me, don't you? But it's true that I think about you a lot.
Aww.
What are you going to do once the war is over? Have you decided on your next place to belong?
I haven't given it much thought.
Will you go back to Dagda?
There's no one waiting for me there, and no reason to hurry back. Besides, I've grown accustomed to the nomadic lifestyle. I can make do wherever I find myself. Though, I may be interested in visiting Almyra.
Almyra? That's a bit out of nowhere.
It's as far from my homeland as possible. That's reason enough for me. And you? Where will you go?
Oh, I haven't decided anything just yet. But if you're heading to Elmira, maybe I should pay a visit to Dagda.
Why would you do that?
Because it's where you grew up. That certainly warrants a look. And once we've both seen our fill, how about we plan to meet back up somewhere in Fodlan?
And do what?
We can tell each other where we're headed next. Who knows, we might find ourselves belonging in the same place again. Though if we do, I hope it'll turn out to be more permanent than this temporary coincidence.
We can decide where we belong when we get there.
True. The future's more fun when you don't know what it holds. I look forward to finding out, Shamir.
How many more Claude ones are? Okay. Apparently I missed that one. Flame doesn't have any, and then Leonie has one more. Ignatz, Lysithia, and Marianne. That's it.
Hey, Raphael. Reading a letter?
Well, if it isn't old Ignatz. I got a message here from my sis.
Oh, a letter from Maya. I haven't seen her in so long. I bet she's all grown up.
Nah, she's still a shrimp. It's been a while since I saw her. But she's probably only up to your shoulders.
Wow. I can't believe she's gotten that tall.
I wrote to tell her about how we're friends again. Do you remember this?
Is that the picture I drew for her?
She sent it along with the letter. I guess she held on to it since we were kids. Alright, that's enough looking. She said to show it to you and send it right back.
To think she's handling my little doodle with such reverence. It warms my heart. I remember the day I gave Maya that drawing. She looked so happy. Before then, I never knew I could make people happy with art. It was a revelation. I've been drawing and painting ever since, in hopes of becoming an artist one day.
You're much better now, so it must be paying off. I bet you could be a real artist.
No, that's not possible, I'm afraid. I have to consider my parents' wishes.
Who cares what your parents want? It's not like you're a noble or nothing. Your fate is your own.
Huh. Do you think so?
I know so. And I'm gonna support you with whatever dream you got. Okay, let me see. What's the first step to follow your dreams? Oh, got it. You should paint me.
Paint you?
Yeah. I want my little sis to know how good I'm doing here. So I gotta send her proof. Plus, she'll be doubly impressed if it's a painting you made.
Good point. I can certainly try to capture your likeness. I'll paint you with a warm, cheerful expression on your face to bring Maya comfort.
My face? No way. You gotta get my muscles in there. Mostly my chest and arms.
Are you sure that's what she'd want to see?
Wait. Before you start painting, I gotta get me a little more training in. If my muscles aren't bulging, then what's the point?
I'm not sure about this.
Okay. Cynthia.
Where is that darn ladder?
Need help with something, Lysithia?
I can't find the ladder anywhere, and I needed to check out the books up on that top shelf.
Want me to just grab one for you?
No, I need to be able to dig around myself.
No problem. You can sit on my shoulders instead. Up you go.
Hang on a sec. That's not...
She's dead.
I hope nobody saw that. Anyway, thank you. That was helpful. I can't believe how many fantastic books were hidden just out of reach up there. Thanks for being so patient while I rummaged.
No problem at all. It was my pleasure.
Hey, Raphael. You're always extra nice to me. Is it because I remind you of your sister Maya?
Yeah, I can't help but think about her whenever I see you around. We lost our parents when she was still real little, so she never had adults around to do stuff for her. That's probably why she grew up to be the kind of kid who wants to do everything on her own.
That's certainly something I can relate to.
I keep telling her that it's okay to rely on her big bro a little bit. Like, when there's stuff she can't do because she's too small. She just needs to ask someone bigger to do it. I told her that she could help me when I'm having trouble with stuff too. Then we would be even.
Young or old, we can all help one another out. We each have our strengths and weaknesses. Receiving help and providing help in return. It sounds so simple, really.
It is simple! I knew you'd get it.
I do. And I hope you understand that you can come to me for help too, Raphael. I can't be the only one receiving aid. It makes me feel incompetent and like a kid. I hate that.
Alright then. You can help me clean up my room.
I bet it's a disaster knowing you. I'll help you on that front, but I've got some rules on how to keep things tidy. You'll need to listen up.
If you could help with the actual tidying, that would probably be better. No need to bother with rules. I don't really do so good with remembering the complicated stuff. Oh! I got an idea. It would be even better if you could just come by and tidy up from now on. If you keep helping me, then I can help you whenever you need it. No guilt.
Whenever I need it, huh? How long does that offer me?
From now on. Like for always. I don't know what's so difficult to understand.
For always sounds nice. I'm fine with that.
Raphael with Marianne.
Marianne! Come here! Quick!
Oh, what's wrong, Raphael?
It's that bird you were talking to. I just found him. See? Right there on the lower branch. That's gotta be him. But he looks a little sad for some reason.
You're right. Do you mind if I handle this? Hello there, Mr. Bird. How do you do? Yes, I see. I see. So your food supply is...
Food? I got it.
I completely understand. I have seen more people and birds foraging for berries lately. It would be ideal if those berries were growing in another forest nearby. Then you wouldn't have to.
Are you hungry, Mr. Bird? I got just what you need.
Are those bugs? Yuck.
Look at him go. He's loving it. He's gonna get so big and strong after this.
That was disgusting. But how did you know he was hungry?
I can tell by looking at him. He looked hungry and weak. More importantly, I saw what you did. That bird wasn't speaking human, so you gotta understand birdese. I knew it.
Oh, about that. I'm sorry, Raphael, but I need to tell you the truth. I can sort of understand what animals are thinking when I look at them, but I can't speak to them. I'm sorry for leaving you on.
Oh, I see. What about me then? Can you tell what I'm thinking when you look at me?
No, Raphael. I can't.
Well, of course not. You're not even looking at me. You gotta look at my eyes.
Nope, still can't do it.
I guess I just gotta tell you. I'm thinking it would be nice if you talked to me the way you talk to animals.
What do you mean?
Whenever you talk to animals, you seem happy and friendly. I just wish you talked to me like that too.
I'm so sorry, Raphael. I didn't know.
What if I tried this?
Oh my god.
What the...
Whoa! I've never heard you laugh before. I should have talked to you in birdese sooner.
Oh god.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that one.
I said you gotta eat bugs to grow big and strong, just like Mr. Bird.
I think I'll have to pass.
Wow. Ignatz with Shamir. Okay.
To put it plainly, no, I do not dislike you.
Really? Oh, I'm so glad I asked.
So he does care. Why were you asking me about the world outside Fodlan before?
There's so much I have yet to see. Even these days, when it's ravaged by conflict, the world is so diverse. Buildings and landscapes and geography differ vastly from place to place. There's so much variety within Fodlan. And the outside world must be even more varied. I feel so inspired just thinking about it. So, I'd like to travel there someday.
I see. You should go.
Do you think so?
I told you before, in order to know the world, you have to experience it for yourself. There is much to see. Even simple things. Flowers, food, varieties that don't exist in Fodlan. New smells, new tastes. I could tell you about them, but you would only imagine them, not comprehend them. If you want true understanding, go out into the world. See it with your eyes.